Check this.
G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for tuning in once again. Now today I've got this pretty cool little quadcopter here in for review. This is the Mjxr X104G. Small brushed GPS quadcopter. Now, I believe this is their first attempt at making an entry-level, affordable GPS quadcopter. Mjxr usually makes, in the last few years, they've been making brushless GPS drones. Years ago, they were well known for making brushed toy quadcopters. But like I said, since the Bugs 3 came out, back in, I believe, 2017, that was the first one, the Bugs 3. Then they brought out, their first GPS quadcopter in that same year, the Bugs 2C, Bugs 2W, and ever since then we've seen other models like the B5W, a few other models in between, and the latest one is that B4W. So this one here is, like I said, pretty affordable. I think it's targeted, as you can see, is 14 plus, so it's probably targeted towards the beginner quadcopter market. Someone that's just got into quadcopter flying or drone flying and just wants to maybe test the waters with a GPS quad that is pretty affordable without breaking the bank. Now, I believe this one's on sale at the moment. It comes in at under $70 US these days, or around $100 Australian. So, yeah. Got this in for review to check it out. I'm pretty keen to see how it flies, actually, and see what sort of video quality we get out of it. This one has quite a few features. It's got, as you can see, on this side of the box, we've got point of interest, follow me mode, and GPS mapping. As you can see, we've got a picture on the front here. On the back of the box, we have another picture there with the, we've got the controller there, the typical sort of standard Mjxr transmitter there with the telemetry, which is nice, and another front-on view of the quadcopter itself, and just a few more little features with the 1 key return for the GPS, obviously, high and low range speeds. So it's got 2 speeds, 1080p Wi-Fi camera, and altitude hold. Now this one, even though it doesn't state on the box that what sort of Wi-Fi it has, I had a look at the specs, because when this arrived, usually when they got 5G Wi-Fi, it's labeled somewhere, but this is a 5G Wi-Fi quadcopter, even though it doesn't state on the box. At first, I thought it might be a 2.4G Wi-Fi, but this is actually a 5G quadcopter. Okay, guys, so the purpose of this video today, it's not going to be a full review. I'm just going to do a quick unboxing and overview of this one today, and then I'll make a separate video for the actual flight test and flight portion of it. I just didn't want to make one really long video, so we're just going to have a quick look at it today, and let's go and have a look at what's in the box. Alright guys, well, I've went ahead and taken all the plastic wrapping off everything that's in the box, so we've got everything here. First off, I'll just quickly show you the user manual. Neat looking user manual. I'll just quickly flick through it. There's some nice diagrams and photos here. Everything you need to know in this booklet, as you can see. And there's some information on the app, just on this page here. So you've got 3 ways of getting the app with these 3 different QR codes. You got one for the iOS, Google Play, or the Mjxr site there. Or you could just go straight to Google Play if you're an Android user, and just type in Mjxr GPS app. So there it is there. That's what the icons look like. And there's the title screen. So nice little booklet. It's got a parts list on the back as well. We've got a quick start guide as well. So rather than referring to that whole user manual booklet, you can quickly refer to this one. It's got all the different buttons and keys on the controller here. Okay, so you got 1 key, takeoff, landing, and so forth. And on the bottom here, there's a special notice here where it says make sure your GPS icon there on the telemetry screen has no less than 7 satellites. So just keep that in mind, guys. Most of these GPS drones, you have to wait till they load up at least 6 or 7 satellites when they lock onto before you take off. So there's just a little bit of a disclaimer there for them. Okay, what else we get? We get a full set of props here with some extra screws. We got the little screwdriver, of course. Nothing new there. We usually get a screwdriver. We've got the little USB charger. Now it's got the proprietary plug there, as you can see, with the pins to plug in this proprietary battery. We have the little mount for your phone, okay, for your phone cradle, just there. And we have here the battery. Now this battery is a proprietary battery, like I just mentioned, and this is a high voltage 3.8 volt 1500 milliamp hour 1-cell battery, LiPo, and they're claiming that this one should give us around 12 minutes of flight. So that's pretty good. It's not too bad at all. So there it is there. Now what I'll do, I'll just quickly just plug this in to the charger. And that's how it connects to the charger, okay? Just interlocking pins. It's like a little alligator clip there. And then you can just charge it in your device, okay there? All right, that's how you do it. It'll probably take a couple of hours to charge that one. Okay, so onto the controller now. This is the controller for this X104G. Basically looks like many of the other MJX controllers that we're used to. It's clearly labeled, as you can see. We've got the 1 key takeoff and landing on the left there. This red padlock button is to arm and disarm the motors. On this side we have the H landing pad, so that is the GPS home return, and the photo and video button on 1 key there. So you short press it for a video, for a photo, and then long press it for a video. On and off switch in the middle. We've got the low and high speeds on this side, so it's got a 2-speed rate, flying mode on this one, and on this one on the left here we've got the on and off GPS position switch. So as you can see in the A, it's in the off position, so there'll be altitude hold flying, so GPS module is disabled, and then on to make sure it locks and holds its GPS position in the sky. Okay, I'll just quickly turn it on here. As you can see, we have the telemetry LCD display here. So we've got the satellite there. If I flick this switch, that's going to turn it off, as I just showed you there before with this on and off switch, and GPS on, okay? Let's see what happens with the high and low. Nothing happens there, but it is indicated with a double beep and 1 beep for low and high. So yeah, you got all the information there. The H stands for the height, so the altitude in meters, and the D is the distance. We've got 2 battery indicators there, one for the transmitter or TX that I'm holding in my hand, and one is for the quadcopter once that's turned on. All right, guys. So other than that, very simple controller. These buttons on the back are fake. It takes 4 AA batteries. And we've got the phone mount on the top. There's a little blanking plate there. So I'll take that off and I'll show you how to mount the little phone mount. Okay, so I just took this little blanking plate off the top of the controller there. You just grab your little holder there and just clip it straight into place. And there it is there, guys. You got your little spring-loaded phone mount. It will fit a pretty decent sized phone. Okay, now onto the little X104G brushed quadcopter here, the GPS of course. Here it is here, guys. As you can see, it's a nice little looking quadcopter, pretty smooth shape all round. As you can see, the rear is no different to the front as far as the roundness and shape of it. The only difference is you can tell the front by the white LED strip and the 1080p camera there, guys. So as you can see there, it's got my thumbprint on it. as I took the little protective film off there. But it's got little pods there for the lights. Now, also that came in a little baggie was the landing legs, but I put them on before making this video. So you can easily remove them. They don't take any screws at all. You just basically push them into each arm and then you can pull them out. If you did pull them out, I think it's still clear because these little rounded light pods on each arm will just clear the belly of this quadcopter. Underneath the quadcopter, there's pretty much nothing there. Just showing that it's a 3.8 volt quad. And, oh yeah, there is a SD card underneath there too. So we've got SD card DVR recording. So I'll be making sure I put an SD card in there. As you can see, I've put the battery already in it that I showed you. This one only came with one battery, but I think you can get 2 and 3 battery versions of this quadcopter in some packages there. So, all right, guys. So, on the top, basically, we've just got the power button there. We've got the Mjxr logo and the little GPS icon there, just to signify that it's a GPS quadcopter. So let me just turn it on and we'll have a look at the lights. Now what I might do, I might actually turn the controller on as well. So these are flashing lights, as you can see there on the front. We've got the white LED bar and we've got a combination of green, red and yellow. Okay, so that's the lights underneath. Pretty neat. So this would be waiting to pair up. Well, it is paired up. It would be waiting to do a compass calibration, which I believe you just spin it around like so and so forth. All right, guys. So as far as weight, I think this one only weighs less than 190 grams, guys. So that's what's stated on the box. Now it just beeped at me, so I think it's ready for the calibration procedure now. But I won't be doing it indoors, there's no point. But as you can see now, the quadcopter's turned on. We've got 3/4 of a battery showing on the indicator there under RX. So I have to charge the battery up. It's just straight out of the box at the moment. But as I was saying, this one weighs under the 250 grams. You know, some countries have a 250 gram weight limit where above 250 grams you're going to have to register your quadcopter before you fly it. So this one comes in under that. So that's pretty good for anyone that purchases this one. You can just take it out without registration or anything like that. And yeah, 5G Wi-Fi, of course. So yeah, I look forward to sending this one up in the next video, guys. For now, thanks for watching this quick unboxing and overview of the Mjxr X104G. If you want to check it out for yourself, feel free to click the link below. I'll leave the link below of this particular quadcopter. Like I said, you can get it in 1, 2 or 3 battery packages. And there's also a whole parts list for spare batteries and so forth if you wish to purchase them if you do have this quadcopter. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the flight portion, which is part 2 of this review. I'll put it through its paces and we'll see exactly how this little guy performs. All right, guys? So thanks again, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.